less than a mile away, is the main entrance gate to the Firestone Plantations Company. The company is now operated by the Tokyo-based Bridgestone Corporation, which acquired U.S.-based Firestone Truck and Rubber Company in 1988, almost a decade after the last Firestone to manage the family company gave up control. In 1926, the Liberian government granted a concession for up to 1 million acres of land to Harvey Firestone Sr. to build what would become the world's largest contiguous rubber plantation. The territory that the Akron, Ohio tire manufacturer initially claimed, as well as that on which Roberts Field was built, was once customary land of the Bassa people. They are one among a number of ethnic groups that settled in this region long before immigrants, first from America and later the Caribbean, began arriving in the early 19th century to make this land their home. Looking upstream from the Farmington Hotel, I catch a glimpse of a silver-hued water tower that marks the location of the Firestone latex processing plant, originally built in 1940. Now, in an area covering roughly 200 square miles, tappers awake early each morning, as they have done for generations, to extract the milky white fluid from millions of Hevea brasiliensis trees. Thousands of gallons of the liquid latex are transported by truck each day from the many divisions of the plantation to the factory. The smell of ammonia in the processing plant can be overpowering, as I learned when I too carelessly bent down to sniff the fast-moving latex flowing through the plant and was almost knocked unconscious. For decades, the Firestone Plantations Company used the Farmington River as a convenient sink for dumping ammonia and other waste products generated in the industrial production of natural rubber. Residents of nearby communities along the river who bathe, wash clothes, and fish in its waters had long complained of foul-smelling air, contaminated wells, skin rashes, and a scarcity of fish. But not until 2008 was a wastewater treatment plant built, almost 70 years after the factory began processing latex. Atop a hill in the distance, not far from the old headquarters' main entrance gate, sits the ruins of a 2-story reddish-orange brick house. Its design out of keeping with the cinder block and mud brick houses in the area. I recognize it as the distinctive architectural style that Firestone used in constructing comfortable homes for its largely American and exclusively white management staff. Palm trees tower over the building. The surrounding landscape is bare, but for recently planted rubber seedlings. Ruins like this one, found throughout the Firestone Plantation complex, recalls the plantation landscape of the antebellum South, where planters looked out over their property, land, crops, and human chattel. These hilltop homes, assigned to white planters, as Firestone called its division superintendents, were purposefully separate from division camps, often located in low-lying areas and swamps, where an African labor force lived. A home on a hill offered some protection from the bite of the female Anopheles mosquito, which avoids higher elevations. The mosquito, an important link in the life cycle of the malaria parasite Plasmodium falciparum, was a threat to the health and productivity of Firestone's workers and remains so for workers today. A few miles down the road from the Farmington Hotel, in the direction away from the Firestone Plantations, another aspect of the expansive reach of an American rubber empire comes into view. The buildings of the Liberian Institute for Biomedical Research are also constructed in the Firestone style. In the entrance hallway is a gold plaque commemorating Harvey Firestone Sr. The laboratory complex was erected in 1952 with a $250,000 gift from Harvey Firestone Jr. to establish an institute for research.